Hey, what's going on, everybody? Dom here, Seeking a Thread. I wasn't planning to do this video. In fact, I was working on another vinyl absorption video, which will come after this, but I wanted to commemorate and just discuss the final episode of my radio show, Searching for a Thread. That's kind of what inspired this YouTube channel originally. I did 400 episodes, and as I was building towards 400, I started to think about how long I've been doing the radio show, which has been 10 years for WRFI Community Radio here in Ithaca. We broadcast throughout the Finger Lakes, and I've been doing a radio show on that community radio station for 11 years, and this radio show specifically for 10. And as I was building towards 400, I started thinking about where I wanted to go with the show, and I just decided I think I'm going to cap it at 10 years and 400 episodes. I have been doing the show, enjoying it, but it's starting to feel like work, and I haven't really been feeling too inspired by it. I always enjoy doing it, but I've been putting a lot more time into this YouTube channel, and the radio medium is awesome. I love doing it. I love talking about the records and being on mic and doing radio, just creating a visual, creating a story out of nothing. Talking into a microphone by yourself is not always too easy. And it's kind of fun to see where it goes and talk about the records. And, here I'm doing that, but, with the added touch of visuals. I just decided, I can't do this show forever. Maybe this is a good time to stop doing it, make it 400 and be done with it. We'll see. I'm going to see how I feel about it. Maybe come back to doing radio. Maybe, there's the opportunity to fill in at the station to do sub shifts. So we will see. Maybe not. I really want to merge this world with the radio and do real proper live radio streams. I guess that's what Twitch is, but I want to bring it all together and do a live radio show that's also on YouTube, which is like what some of you are already doing, but I kind of want it to feel more like a radio show. Anyway, we'll see where I get with that. But yeah, for episode 400, what I did was, I've all the commemorative episodes 1, 2, and 300, I kind of did a special thing. I did a Gold Sounds competition for the 300th episode here, playing the golden sounds, the classic or very crucial records in my life, songs in my life. For this one, I kept it simple, since I've been so busy and not inspired and having a hard time planning shows. I decided, I'm going to play a lot of the classic rock, the more hit songs, a lot of the more obvious stuff that I have in my collection that I don't usually play, but I love, and I have here. And so I thought that'd be a fun show to play something a little more, do a 2-hour show a little more palpable. And I figured, just to commemorate the show here for everyone, I thought I'd show all the records I played. I'm not going to talk about them extensively. You can listen to the radio show. By the time you're seeing this now, I'm linking to the radio show, episode 400, and all the shows. Everyone is up there on mixcloud.com/searching for a thread, episode 1 through 400. I think the last 150 or so are all up via the podcasting spots. Not on Spotify. Spotify won't let me play it. Spotify never let me get the show on there because of licensing. But everywhere else you get podcasts, you can find the podcast. So there's about 150 of those there. Anyway, you can listen to all of them. I plan to keep those up for now. I'm going to pay to keep the service going and hosting my episodes, so they live on.
Los Angeles, California, 900
Woodstock, yeah!
CKUW, Winnipeg, Manitoba, and more than 200 other stations around the world.
You're listening to WRFI, Watkins Glen, Ithaca, your community resource.
Go Liz.
The MontourFallsBrewery.org.
Oh yeah, good evening. You're listening to WRFI Watkins Glen, Ithaca. I'm your host, Dusty Visions of Searching for a Thread. Let's do what we need to do here. Farm band. I thought to commemorate the radio show ending and putting a cap on that for my, we'll see, for now. I thought I'd show you what I played, and I won't talk a ton about them. If you want to hear more about those records, you can hear the show, or you'll probably know about a lot of these. So this won't be too long, but I'm going to go through them relatively quick. There's probably 20 or 30 records here, so typically in a show I play anywhere from 20 to 30, 25 records. These are mainly in the order I played them, a lot of them. My promo copy of On the Beach. One of my favorite Neil Young records, probably top 3. This is the promotion not for sale label. They didn't do a white label. Obviously a classic record. I love this record by Badfinger. I played Dear Angie, which I always love on Apple. Do a quick label shot. Of course, I love that Badfinger record. I have a bunch of Sparks records, mainly all the 70s records. They've gotten so expensive that these were $15 when I bought them, thankfully. This is their second album. I have their album as Half Nelson. I have a promo of that. The song on here, Girl from Germany, is so damn good, so I played that song. Oh, now I gotta put all these sleeves away. Emmett Rhodes, if you all don't know this record, he was one of the great unheralded songwriters. He was in the he had 4 or 5 records on A&M, I think, mainly. This is the best one, self-titled. This is like, if you've never heard this is like the best Paul McCartney record he never made. This is like pop song, hit pop song after hit pop song. And he was in the merry-go-round, sort of a bit of a psych band. Absolutely great. This should still be about $8 to $10, maybe 15 for a clean copy. All-time favorite record. I don't know if I've discussed this, but this is the self-titled Link Wray record with on Polydor. An absolute classic. Swamp rock, kind of blues rock. Good blues rock, but it's not really even bluesy. On the Polydor label. This has mainly stayed at the same price, around $40 for a copy, maybe give or take. It's the best Link Wray record. I mean, it's such a different thing than what he was doing earlier on. That's his more singer-songwriter, more sort of heartfelt, incredible songs. I played Little Jefferson Airplane. This is my first mono. This does not have... it's not the super rare one, but this is the early mono pressing. Of course, before Grace Slick with Skip Spence on the record, Deep Groove, RCA Victor. Yeah, I think, what is it, 2 missing songs, Mazzy? Who knows? That were taken off the first pressing because of... it's not marked, I forget. I used to have all this down. Either it is marked or it's not marked on the label, or it's on the label and on the sleeve, I forget. Someone will tell me in the comments. I didn't research this. I used to remember, but that's an early mono pressing in nice shape. What else we got here? Oh, yeah, this is fantastic. Robert Lester Folsom. He had a private press records, which is in the Acid Archives. His archival releases on the Anthology label. This is volume 1. There's a volume 2. These are better than the properly released Acid Archives record. This is like the best singer-songwriter stuff you've ever heard. Certainly a Neil Young thing happening. A little bit of a country rock, a little psychedelic. I highly recommend this Ode to a Rainy Day, Archive 72 to 75. Robert Lester Folsom. And I played a lot of songs that sort of hinted... Now, see, when I did the show, I didn't tell anyone it was going to be my last show. So at the end of the show, it was kind of a surprise. So that kind of melted a few people's brains. But I played a lot of songs that were sort of talking about a goodbye type thing. I pulled this. This doesn't really fit, but Psychedelic showed getting his French copy. I had to pull this just to play it. This is Fairfield Parlor, UK. They were Kaleidoscope. This is a German Vertigo swirl. It doesn't have a swirl, but it's the original Vertigo German. UK is a little tougher to get, but this sounds amazing. Really great. Dark. But this is less psychedelic than the Kaleidoscope records, but it's the same exact band. Sort of a darker folk album, but with such great songs written by Peter Daltrey and Eddie Poomer. Played that. Moving through. This is a great one. I don't know if anyone's ever shown this. This is Dion from Brooklyn, Dion DiMucci. Kind of trying to do like a Dylan thing, obviously. This is on Columbia. You never see this, but it's not very expensive. Some great songs on this. Wonder Where I'm Bound. Does anyone have that? It's on these Columbia labels, the 2i. It shouldn't be expensive. I don't think. I got this God knows when, but you don't really see this that often, I don't think. What else? Oh, this is a great Nina Simone record where she's doing some of the 60s hits, To Love Somebody. I played, I can't get it out. Come on. This one's still in the shrinky. I played the title track. RCA Victor. Suzanne, Leonard Cohen, Suzanne, Turns on here. Revolution Parts 1 and 2. To Love Somebody, I Shall Be Released. Great. I Can't See Nobody. Just Like Tom Thumb's Blues. And The Times Are Changing, some Dylan for good measure. That's on the orange label. I don't know if this has been reissued. These are all records that have been in my collection many years. So, the best Sly and Family Stone record to me. There's a Riot Going On. I played Running Away, and towards the end of the show, I played Thank You for Letting Me Speak to Africa. Right on the yellow Epic labels. What is it? Thank You for Talking to Me, Africa. That really funky 7-minute track. I even pulled a Rolling Stones comp. I'm not going to take this out. More Hot Rocks. It's a nice clean copy of this. I played, what did I play last time? Yeah, I got a lot of Stones records too, folks. It's my UK first of Roxy Music's second album, For Your Pleasure. What did I play? Gotta show you the pink rim. Of course, that's a UK editions of You. I played last record with Brian Eno on it. Has that experimental start, the side B. I have the first 4 or 5 Roxy Music's UK originals. Here's my Stooges. This is the very first pressing. It's not in the best shape. This is a tough one to find in nice shape, but this is the very first American pressing on Elektra. I don't know why. I just decided I wanted to play this. The very first pressing does have the original inner sleeve, or company sleeve anyway. But the very first pressing does not have the Stooges logo on it. That's the second pressing. So here it is. Just the red Elektra, no Stooges logo. I believe it's a Pittman. I think. No, it's a, was it Columbia Terry Hawk? No, CP. It's not Columbia Terry Hawk. CP. I'm forgetting CP. University of Lionel Tim will correct me. CTH is Columbia Terry Hawk. You got the Scran with the triangle. You got anyway. 1969. What did I play? Real Cool Time, I think. First Gene Clark album with the Goslin Brothers, also on Columbia Records. Masterful album. I love this album. I played Eatings. I forget what I played. Listen to the show. This is the mono. 2i mono. I got this many years ago. It's nice to pull out of these old records that I haven't played in a while that, you know, in many ways have gone up in value, and it's just nice to have. This is when it's nice to have a lot of records that you still have and haven't gotten rid of. It just feels good to be able to pull these kinds of things. This is the American pressing of Legion Leaf, Fairport Convention. I played the first track, Come All Ye. Second favorite Fairport Convention record with Sandy Denny in there. That's the American A&M. I played, I don't know why I wanted to do this, but I played 2 tracks from the Moby Grape. I played Motorcycle Irene, Skip Spence original, and I also played the track that you have to play on 78, Just Like Gene Autry. Right in the middle of the record is this sort of old-timey song by Skip Spence that is in 78, and the turntable in the WRFI studios had 78 RPM. So the last song on the first side, Just Like Gene Autry, the Foxtrot, and you can see it looks different, but you don't know it until you get to it. A lot of Columbia. It's the second album, Wow, for those that don't know. yeah, check out the radio show. Hope a bunch of you out there have been listening to the show, and I really appreciate it. Hope you like the last one. Here we have, this is one Mazzy did for the Acid Archives. I love this album, and it sounds incredible. The Candlestick Maker by Ron Elliott of the Beau Brummels. All Time Green, track 3, A3, is so damn good. The guitar in it is just so fat and round. Green label, Warner Brothers. It does have, I love this album. It does have the booklet, lyric booklet. Yeah, I've only seen this record a few times, and the ringware, these kinds of records, you know, the ringware is tough to escape. It'd be nice to get a sealed copy of this one, just with the sleeve. The record is in good shape, though. I got a bunch more here. I haven't pulled any Townes Van Zandt from Delta Mama Blues. I played Where I Lead Me, one of the only few up-tempo songs on the record. This is his third album. This is from '69 on the Poppy label. Another one. Thankfully, I secured all the Townes Van Zandt records before they went crazy. Beautiful Poppy labels. I love Townes. A lot of people do, but he deserves it, if you ask me. If anyone here remember that he was supposed to be the bass player in in 13th Floor Elevators? Both from Texas. I don't know if that's true. What else? I played I'm Set Free. Third album, of course. This is the Closet Mix on MGM, first pressing. MGM. It's a deep groove. Third album by the VU. Great. It's just such a quiet, intimate record. Essential stuff. One of my favorite, probably my favorite Lee Hazelwood record. This is the original of Requiem for an Almost Lady, 1972, 1971. This is his breakup album, basically. It's pretty, like, intimate and just honest, very raw. This is on the Swedish Viking label. He moved to Sweden in the early 70s after LHI sort of stopped. Great label. Not crazy, 1971, but you never see these Lee Hazelwood records. Even the American ones on the previews, you never see them. I did find one on a dollar bin once. Upgraded it. I don't have it in front of me, but that was a great find. What else? Oh, this was one of the last great things. One of the last like super scores off of eBay a bunch of years ago now, but not that long ago, maybe 5 or 6 years ago. I got this for $10 on auction. This is the original Decca. I'm pretty sure it's the first stereo with beautiful Decca labels. Thin Lizzy. Of course, what is that? I think it's the third album. Second or third album? I think it's second. I have the first three. Shades of the Blue Orphanage. I played Buffalo Gal. Buffalo Gal! Love it. What a great... Man, I couldn't believe it. It was not... I just put in a bid. I forget what I put in the bid for, but I'm like... It finished up and it was at $9.99. I was like, what? Is this definitely a UK pressing? UK first pressing? Someone can correct me, but I think it was. Or if it's not, it's super early. Anyway, $10 and it's clean. One of my favorite albums, and I know a lot of you will agree, Sweetheart of the Rodeo, The Byrds. I played every song on here is so great. You Don't Miss Your Water. That's the 2i copy, Columbia 2i stereo. There's a few. I think only 2 records I brought with me that I didn't play, so I won't show those. Well, I'll show them real quick. Why not? They're here. Buffalo Springfield. Oh, I think, Nowadays Clancy. Oh no, Flying on the Ground is wrong. Neil Young song, but sung by Stills. This is not the first. Early pressings don't have the hit on it. I used to have a mono that didn't have the hit on it. It was an early pressing, but it was not in nice shape. So they put, for what it's worth, on additional pressings after that song was a hit. So the earliest pressings of this don't have, for what it's worth, on it, which if you don't know, is everybody gotta stop. Hey, what's that sound? Great country rock, light psych album, country funk. This is still affordable and cheap heat all the way. Look this band up. Did they have another record? I think they might have, but on Polydor, look this band up, country funk. It's not really country and funk like those compilations Light in the Attic did. It's really more of a country rock, rural rock with a little bit of psych. You don't see that often too, but I don't think it's very much. This I didn't play. Crazy Horse Roads by Stained Glass. What a cover. I need to revisit this though. This maybe we'll get an Acid Archives feature, assuming it's in there. This is a bit of another rural rock psych record. I'll show the other one I didn't play. I didn't get time to play this. Another one that could be for the Acid Archives, Plain Jane on the legendary Hobbit label, white label promo. And similar to this, Stained Glass, a bit of a country rock, rural rock, psychedelic rock album. Only like 6 records on Hobbit, but they're all, even the Rock and Foo, great. The, 4th album by Low, right after Forever Changes. I always want to play other songs, For Sale. I always want to play other songs, but I always end up playing Always See Your Face, the last song on the record. This is the last great Love album. John Cale, one of my favorite John Cale records on Island. This is produced by Eno. No, it's just produced by John Cale. Eno and Phil Manzanera are listed as executive producers, but Richard Thompson's on this, Phil Manzanera, and Judy Nylon, who I'm a big fan of. This is from like 72. Anyway, Fear. I played so many good songs on this record. You Know Me More Than I Know. A couple more. Mistress Mary. Crazy Jimmy did the Acid Archives feature on this. This is one of the greatest country rock albums, bar none. Up there with Sweethearts of Radio. A little bit different. This is the original pressing on Afton. Really raw, again, bit lo-fi, very direct. Great songs. She had great songs, and it's got some of the members of, I think there's some members of the Byrds on this, if I remember correctly. And the last song I played was from the box set of the third, Big Star Third, Sister Lovers. I played a demo of Thank You, Friends, from one of the many, it's 2 demo discs, 2 double LPs that are demos, and then the actual album is on the third one. It was weird the way they released it too. You had to buy the demo ones first, and then the box you had to buy separately. Does anyone have this? I still have this entire thing in a box set, so that was the last track I played. So anyway, that's it. I just wanted to sort of like put a bookend on my final radio show, episode 400 of Searching for a Thread, and show you what I played. I never show this kind of stuff anyway, so I'll get back to the more weird stuff later, but in the next vinyl absorption video. But I wanted to put this out there, and I hope you enjoyed all those videos of me in the studio. Those are over the last 6-7 years even. Many of those are from the old studio. So anyway, it was a sort of end of an era. We'll see where I go from here in terms of radio, but not going anywhere on YouTube, I don't think. So take care.